I mean, look at his face of ecstasy. It's so good. I mean, it's just fruit. It should just be an advert for 5 a day. Yoshi's Story from 1998. Yeah, I've never played this when it originally came out. It's got a very interesting theme music going along with it, hasn't it? It's very cutesy, got a great art style, but let's get into it and see what happens, hey? So when you start it, you've got 6 different worlds you can play through in story mode, and you just start with one sort of page to pick to begin with. But as you go along, you collect these hearts, which open more worlds as you, to do. So it's got some playability there, repeatability, before you can do it, because you can play it through on the 1 pages, and then you can go back and find these hearts to open more pages and everything. And you pick a special fruit for your stage, and again, you get lots of points at the end. It's how you want to play the game. If you get lots of points by just eating that certain fruit or a chain of that fruit, you get more points. Or you can just eat any fruit. You can pick any colour Yoshi you want. We are going to start with green, of course, because that's what colour Yoshi is generally. And yeah, you get to go along, jump up and down, all these exciting things. But I digress. Before we get into it, let's read what Nintendo Power Magazine rated and gave this game. So they gave it 82%. Anyone who loves action platform games will eat this one up. With 24 courses plus hidden areas, Yoshi's Story should keep players gulping and hopping merrily along for quite a spell. 1 save slot isn't enough. And that's probably why they gave it 82%. They weren't excited there was only 1 save slot. It's not enough. But hey, it's better than nothing. At least you can save, in my mind. So you can eat things as usual, and you get eggs behind it. And then, if we move up, we'll fire eggs. There's some fruit. Okay, and if you see the bar goes around the screen, or other way around. Oh, I can't look at a picture. Goes around the screen. You've got to fill all that with fruit. I think it's about 30 pieces of fruit to eat. I could count it. I'm sure it's something like that. And you jump on these to get your eggs, and then when you've got some eggs, you can fire. What button do I use to fire? There you go, Z. And then you can eat more fruit. So as you can see, it's filling up, and feels a lot happier. That's quite a nice little platformer. Obviously, this is the first level, this is sort of tutorial, so it's quite nice and easy to begin with. But there's his favourite fruit that I picked, a melon. I'm just eating everything. So here's the thing. I've already got 1 row of fruit. And you've got about 3 different pages on each little level. It's quite confusing how to do it. I could just quickly eat all this and not see most of the game. Because you could just bomb through it and just eat all the fruit that you want. There's 2 ways you can play this. People go, oh, it's too easy. I want to go down here. There you go. It depends. I just quite like it because lots of kids could get in on this. Jump on him. He's just sort of warp point. Wake him up. So you can play it how you want. You can either do it nice and easy. Jump over him. Oh, see all these skills to do. And look at this. I like this. That I can stick onto that and it'll fire me up if I lick it like that. How good's that? I really like the mechanics in it. Oh, gave me an extra thing because it went. That was skillful playing there. So at the minute, as I was, because I never watched the intro, you'd be like, "What is going on?" So I should really explain a bit what is going on. Basically, the land of Yoshi is all happy. The bad people, is it the Koopas? Shy Guys, I think they're Shy Guys. Anyway, a baddie was not happy, so he put a load of sadness on the land by taking their happy tree. And basically, every Yoshi went sad and everything. But there was 6 Yoshis still in their eggs. I like you can do diagonal as well with his tongue. It's really helpful later on. They were left in their eggs and they woke up and they were happy. And they were like, let's bring happiness back, basically. So you're off to go and get these guys, essentially. And bring back happiness back to the land. But you know, it's a plot. Can't say it's the best plot. As you can see, I'm only on the first page. And I've gone quite far eating all fruit. But let's go to another page. So there at the end of a level, end of a page. Very confusing. I call it Act 1. sort of like that. It's 3 acts in a sort of stage. So this was intended as the follow-up, and is the follow-up to Yoshi's Island that was on SNES, and it originally was called Yoshi's Island 64, which was going to be on the 64DD, which was the floppy drive they made for the N64. So in the end they put it on cartridge and it became Yoshi's Story instead. They changed it ultimately, but yeah, it's basically a sequel to the classic SNES game. And that's a bit why it didn't get top score, because some people sort of complained about going, oh, it's nothing like, there's a heart, hooray! It's nothing like the sort of original. The sort of gameplay is totally different, and it's a bit easier than the original. Because yeah, Yoshi's Island is quite hard. I couldn't really do it with time limits. Back to that heart. That's that heart. If you saw on the initial page, there was different. It brings up different levels essentially, with more pages in, and that's it. So I'd already played this a little bit and done that. But when you get those hearts, so now there'll be 2 levels to pick. This one and another one when I go back to it. So that's the sort of beauty of it. You could just not find these hearts. You could just bomb through it, get all your fruit, and play the game and complete it in that way. I like it because people didn't like the difficulty level, but for my mind, I could bomb through this, you know, in a few hours, 2 or 3 hours, or a kid could do it. You know, someone not a casual gameplay, shall we say, like myself. And then before you know it, you could have completed the game and enjoyed it. But if you want to go into it more and do more levels, you could play it over and over, couldn't you? And go different paths. And that's really cool. How do I get up to you? Like that. So already, see, I've unlocked 2 more levels I could do when I've sort of completed the game and go back to it. So as you can see, my fruit's going up now. I've only got a few more left to get. We're getting towards the end of a level. And you can pick different routes, as I'm picking different routes. And different coloured eggs for different people that you eat. You have 6 Yoshis, it was basically your 6 lives all the way through the game. And it really freaked me out when I played it before. I lost a couple of Yoshis, and suddenly there's a white shy guy that just appeared and started following me. I'm like, what's kicking off here? This looks a bit weird. But actually, if you get him to the end of a level, he'll go and get one of your Yoshis that got captured. So that was good. So that's how you get a sort of extra life, essentially, and go back. That's really cool. So this was, I'll try and read his name. I always get it wrong. Shigeru Miyamoto? I'll just say Miyamoto. Famous for making all the Mario games and Zelda games, the classic ones that we know. And Metroid, I think he did as well. But this was one of the first games that he didn't actually produce and direct. He just contributed to it, obviously, to get sort of style, because he'd done all the sort of worlds, the Mario worlds and the Yoshis. But this is the first one he stepped back from. And again, another reason why sort of people bashed it, going, oh, well, you know, he knew he wasn't great and all that lot. But it wasn't. It was really, I think it's really good. It's just a different style, and people thought after, if it's based on Yoshi's Island, you want it to be a bit harder. So as you see, I've gone back around on the page now, so I'm back at the start. We've done this before, so I've just got to find fruit now. So I need 2 more pieces of fruit. He's got fruit. Here we go. We'll get these guys, and that'll be Fruit City. Just 1 more. Yes. I mean, look at his face of ecstasy. It's so good. I mean, it's just fruit. It should just be an advert for 5 a day. Everybody do it then. You had a little Yoshi. If you stuck that on all your food products, it'd be great, wouldn't it? I mean, you wouldn't do it because Nintendo want a commission, but it'd be great. Kids would be like, I want to be as happy as that dinosaur. Awesome. So I hope you liked that video, and if you did, make sure you hit that like button. And if you generally like 90s playthroughs and reviews, etc., make sure you subscribe to this channel, because I put content out weekly. If you want to watch another video now, you can watch one up here, and there should be one down here as well. But until next time, bye.